楽しい楽しい。
I have finally discovered who the number 6 level 5 actually is. This ain't just a theory. I got official confirmation from Kamachi Kazuma himself. Because, you know, I am Kamachi. So, the number 6 level 5 is... Hino Jinsaku. The end. Now that I have successfully lured you with my clickbait, welcome to the video where I will discuss Aihana Etsu, the 6th ranked level 5 Esper in Academy City. The information we know so far about the mysterious number 6, and who he or she could possibly be. While we don't know who Aihana Etsu actually is... Boo! You stink! Okay, I know what the title of the video is, but this information will be very useful for those of you who are curious about Aihana's identity and why they stay hidden from sight. The identity of who the number 6 is one of the most continuous mysteries of the Toaru franchise, along with the mystery of Imagine Breaker and the powers beyond the right hand. Fans have speculated for years who the number 6 is, so this video will have spoilers from the light novel about the information we do know about Aihana Etsu. So, if you don't want to be spoiled, then click off this video right now. But if you're a filthy Toaru wiki reader, then you probably know most of the things I'm going to talk about. Please note, fans of both the anime and the novels mutually agree not to associate themselves with filthy wiki-exclusive fans. Anyway, let us begin. There are 7 level 5 Espers in Academy City, and out of the 7, the one Esper we don't really know much about is Aihana Etsu. We know Aihana's name, but it could easily be an alias. We don't know Aihana's gender, their age, or the name of their Esper power. And so far Aihana Etsu has only made 2 physical appearances in the franchise, once in New Testament very briefly, and once in Genesis Testament where Aihana confronts Kamijo Toma. But during both encounters we do not see Aihana's face, and their identity remains a mystery. During the second appearance of Aihana, their Esper power was revealed for the first time to readers, however we did not get a name for the actual Esper ability. Aihana is somehow able to conceal his identity to those who see him. Toma suspected that Aihana's high-pitched voice was likely intentionally modified. All noise from the environment vanished, and Aihana distorted the light around him to mask his appearance. Aihana was also able to change his voice extremely deep, hinting further that he can manipulate sound. Whether this ability to distort the environment around him and to mask his appearance is part of his Esper ability is unknown, since Aihana explains a rather quite different Esper ability to Toma than this power he displayed already. Aihana says his ability is to turn those around him into an ideal version of themselves. Whatever the person is lacking, Aihana's ability can resolve it, including restoring Toma's memories, which he lost in the very first arc in the series. However, Aihana cannot use this ability to improve or strengthen himself. He can only influence others. His ability is not one that is suited for combat, which is why Aihana tries to conceal his identity and remains hidden for most of the story. How this Esper power works exactly was not explained, as usually Esper powers have some kind of scientific theory behind them. Maybe this ability was able to manipulate some kind of matter or energy to transform the subject into an idealized version, but that is just speculation from me. Or they could be like Kikine and Sogita, be like, fuck the laws of physics, our powers just work. This ability matches with Aihana's personality and his actions behind the scenes, as Aihana, or people claiming to be him, have influenced events in previous arcs. Due to Aihana's legendary, mysterious status in Academy City, many lower rank Espers have claimed to be Aihana Etsu to increase their social status or to intimidate those around them. Aihana Etsu himself was more than happy to lend their name to other Espers to help resolve any problems they might be facing in life, like in the case of Kanu Shinka, who used Aihana Etsu as an alias in order to find clues about what happened to Fender Saverlin, his old friend. While Aihana believes he is acting in the best interests of his clients, he seems to look down on others and thinks they need his help to be successful. Aihana is also very selective about when they get involved in situations, For example, there have been many times where Aihana has seemingly ignored those in need of help, or when Academy City has been under threat in the past. Aihana's goal is mysterious and unclear, but it seems like they enjoy manipulating others and wish to remain hidden no matter what the cost. It's not clear if those who take Aihana's name become the idealized version of themselves. Maybe it is somewhat of a trial to see if they are worthy of his power, or it is another way of toying with them. But from what we saw of the individuals who took Aihana's name, there was no drastic change to them as Espers or people, apart from pretending to be someone else. Also, how can they become idealized versions of themselves if they take on Aihana's name? Even if their idealized version of themselves is a level 5 Esper, they aren't being themselves to begin with by pretending to be Aihana. Also, the limits and the actual extent of Aihana's ability has not yet been seen, and since Aihana isn't a trustworthy person, it makes you doubt whether what he is saying about his power is true. Aihana could have lied about being able to restore Toma's memories to convince Toma to accept him. The other interesting thing about Aihana is that after Toma punched him down a staircase, Toma did not even bother to check Aihana's body, acting like Aihana was never there to begin with. It's kinda weird that Aihana's body was not mentioned after Toma punched him. Like, did Toma pass him on the staircase and didn't bother to check who he was? Or did Aihana's body mysteriously disappear? We don't really know, it's kinda strange. Okay, now it's theory time. Who could Aihana Etsu possibly be? To be honest, he might not even be an already established character. He could be some person we have never encountered before, but if that is true, then the mystery surrounding his identity wouldn't be as meaningful, and his eventual reveal will be disappointing, as it would just be a new character we haven't met before. So in my opinion, there are two candidates for the real Aihana Etsu. Firstly is the elephant in the room, the most obvious pick, Aogami Pierce. Aogami has been theorized to be the number 6 for years, mainly because Aogami Pierce isn't even his real name. His real name is actually unknown. Additionally, his Esper power and ability are also unknown, which makes him an obvious candidate to be Aihana. His perverted nature and over-the-top personality could be a clever facade to trick those around him into thinking he is nothing special, kinda like how Toby acted in Naruto. Before Toma lost his memories, he said that Aogami and Makoto were tough people you wouldn't want to mess with in a fight in Volume 1 of the series, which is kinda strange considering Aogami is assumed to be powerless and gets his ass beat whenever he does get into a fight, which is rare. Maybe Aogami is secretly strong, or secretly Aihana Etsu. Also, Aihana was aware that Toma lost his memories during their encounter, meaning this person must know Toma, has some kind of mind-reading ability, or found out by manipulating others perhaps. That's just me theorizing. Aihana is often an observer of events in the city, even if he is not present, so he could have been spying on Toma to find out. Or he is in fact Toma's classmate. While Aogami was never told about Toma's memory loss, if Aogami has the intelligence of a level 5, then he would have likely connected the dots and discovered a change in Toma's behaviour after the memory loss. I do think Aogami is the most likely candidate to be Aihana, so it honestly makes me doubt it's him, cause it's kinda too obvious. If Kamachi revealed Aogami was Aihana, literally no one would be surprised, so I'm kinda against that idea for that particular reason. And knowing what Kamachi is like with his implementation of plot twists and cliffhangers in the series, I doubt he will pick the predictable option. Coincidentally, Aogami did appear in the same volume that Aihana made his appearance to Kamijo Toma, and was in the hospital at the same time as Aihana. Whether this is Kamachi teasing the fans, or is genuinely dropping a hint is unknown. But yeah, he was definitely teasing the fans. Now on to the second candidate, and it's my own theory. Now don't laugh when I say this, but I honestly think it might be Heaven Chancellor, aka the frog-faced doctor.
Fuck right off!
Now, I know what you're thinking. You probably think I'm insane, but please hear me out before making fun of me in the comments. Heaven Chancellor's real name is also unknown, and he has previously lied about his identity, claiming to be the magician Alan Bennett, and he's not an individual you would suspect as Aihana Etsu, due to his seemingly caring nature as a doctor. Heaven Chancellor is one of the most mysterious characters in the series, so I honestly think him as Aihana Etsu could work on paper. Okay, I know that technically Heaven Chancellor is too old to have gone through the Power Curriculum program, as usually only students go through the Esper development program, But Heaven Canceller is one of the two founders of Academy City, and could have easily gotten access to the program if he wished, and as an old man, no one would ever suspect him of being Aihana Etsu, including us the fans. Well, until this video now, I guess. Heaven Canceller as Aihana would genuinely be surprising, unlike Aogami. Well, I guess now thanks to this video it might not be as much of a mindfuck if it is true, but part of me understands my theory is batshit crazy and probably will never happen, because it's too ridiculous, but who knows, anything can happen in this crazy series. So tell me who you think Aihana Etsu is, let me know in the comments below. Is it Byakuya? Is it Hino Jinsaku? Is it Aogami? Or Yamisaka Oma? Let me know. Subscribe if you are new for more Index and Railgun content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.